is not elected. Democracy must be protected.
My name's Frankie, and I'm getting arrested today protesting Elon Musk. He bought his way into office. He bought his way into heading a government agency. He bought his power at the expense of the American people.
So Tesla stocks continuing to take a big dive. I reported last week, and now the protests against Tesla, against Elon Musk, have been intensifying over this past weekend. It's been week by week, and they really have been ramping up. So I'll show you some videos and pictures of that in this. And Elon Musk has started to react to it. He hasn't said much about it, but he's been saying quite a lot, and his mom as well. So we'll look at that. Let's get into it. I'm JJ. Welcome back. So Tesla shares have declined every week since Elon Musk went to Washington with DOGE. So it's not going well for him from that point of view. And we can see the stock, just to catch up, it's 45.26% down now from that peak in December. So really not going well. And now we have this sort of thing. Tesla at risk of 95% crash, claims billionaire hedge fund manager. We've had these from time to time, people saying things like this, but Amazon has done that sort of thing in the past. So it's not, that doesn't mean that the company would go bankrupt, but it is a big dive if that did happen. It's down 45%, so quite a way to go if that did happen. And these protests that have been going on seem to have been driving down the stock. And also we've seen this Tesla CFO sells 1.7 million more in stock. So board members have been selling their stock, including Elon's brother Kimball, including the chair of the board, and now the CFO has been selling more. And I think that wasn't so planned. They do sell from time to time, but this was extra to what they had planned, I think. And this one, secondhand Teslas flood the market as Elon Musk faces British backlash. People were just getting rid of their Teslas. And this headline, major brand worries. Just how toxic is Elon Musk for Tesla? Well, we're going to see that in the protests, just how toxic he has become in relation to the brand. We've got blog posts like this, fight fascism and Elon Musk by taking down Tesla. So that's the perception of Elon at the moment, and it really isn't doing the brand and Tesla good in a number of ways. Let's get to the protest and have a look. Tesla protests go big in fourth week as its stock drops. So these protests aren't dying out, they're ramping up. And this week in New York, Chicago, and other places, they really did ramp up. This is one of the scenes from New York, and I'll show some video of this. Hundreds of New Yorkers have swarmed and shut down to Tesla dealer in Manhattan. 6 have been arrested after occupying the showroom. So this happened last week as well. If you saw my videos last week, you would have seen this. It's quite a big crowd, and it's growing week by week. People are really, being arrested on purpose, civil disobedience, but they're getting into the showrooms. Multiple Trump Musk protesters arrested at a New York Tesla showroom today, and that was this weekend. Protesters rally outside Tesla dealership in Tulsa over federal job cuts. So this was all around the country, nationwide. There were so many protests, not just in the big cities, but in some of the smaller cities. As we can see, photos, hundreds rally against Elon Musk and DOGE outside the Lawrence Tesla dealership. And this in Chicago was pretty big in Chicago this weekend. Today, I saw a high level of anger at the massive number of cops that are protecting a Tesla dealership in Chicago. Lots of chants demanding to know why they are protecting Nazis. No one is letting CPD off the hook. This is what cops do, enable and participate in fascism. Well, that's one opinion, and Elon Musk did comment on this. I'll show this later. Thanked the police for protecting the Tesla dealerships. There's another one, I think that one's in New York, so quite a large crowd there. And this is some more photos from New York. I think this was on Saturday. And this one, people doing their protests online as well. Why the uproar? Musk's efficiency is a hostile takeover. The US government isn't a startup, but Musk is running it like one, firing thousands, dismantling regulation, and grabbing more unchecked power. DOGE isn't about cutting waste. It's about cutting everyone but the billionaires out of the equation so that is what people think. And no matter what Elon Musk says, people can see that that's what's happening inside the government in the name of efficiency. This one here is in New York. People were actually getting arrested. Let's see what the scenes were like.
Democracy must be protected. Elon Musk is not elected. Democracy must be protected. Elon Musk is not elected. Democracy must be protected. Elon Musk was not elected. Democracy must be protected. Elon Musk is not elected. Democracy must be protected.
Okay, and there's more here. People getting arrested. People shouting, "Stop the coup!" And this one is from New York as well. More scenes.
What the? We don't want you. Wait, but what is this? Whoa, what the hell? Wait, what is this? What the hell? Wait, what are you doing to this guy?
My name's Frankie, and I'm getting arrested today protesting Elon Musk. Bought his way into office. He bought his way into heading a government agency. He bought his power at the expense of the American people, at the expense of our environment, at the expense of our world, and all of the people in it.
So Frankie there summing it up as they were getting arrested. Really annoyed at Elon Musk enough to get yourself arrested. Now, if you're getting value out of this episode so far, I'd really appreciate it if you remember to hit that like button to help the algorithm to spread it to more people. It really does help. Thanks. And we have this: 9 police officers to protect 1 Cybertruck. That's how universally loathed Trump's Nazi sidekick Elon Musk has become.
Thank God the police are here to protect the Cybertruck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cops to protect 1 Cybertruck. Amazing.
And we've got some signs here, some protest signs were involved. Stop the Musk-Trump coup. You heard people shouting, "Stop the coup." They think that Elon Musk is actually perpetrating a coup from inside while saying it's just about efficiency. And signs like this, the classic "Don't buy a swastika" and "Overthrow the oligarchs." So Bernie Sanders has been on a oligarch tour, an anti-oligarch tour, trying to warn people that that's what's happening, and these people get it. We can see more than Elon Musk in the oligarch camp. Don't buy swastikas, more than that. You can see these are all at Tesla stores around the country. I'm getting Nazi salutes from Subarus, Tesla drivers targeted by Elon Musk sentiment. So that's been happening. If you're a Tesla driver, you might have been flipped off, or worse. This was a sign in New York here. Looks like they've gone to a lot of trouble here. Be a responsible citizen. Properly dispose of your dog's waste. And it's got the Cybertruck there. People have compared them to waste bins as well. And this one is not in the US, outside the US, spotted in Bucharest. Street art. And then we've had things like this: vandalism on Cybertrucks. And there's been a bit of violence too, some Molotov cocktail throwing and vandalism, which isn't so great to see. People really angry doing things like this. So people who own the Cybertrucks in particular, because it's so distinctively Tesla, have been targeted. And Tesla takedown in Tulsa. So not just in those massive cities. Protesters rally outside Tesla dealership in Tulsa over federal job cuts. So about DOGE. More signs: ditch Tesla, save democracy. This is what it's about. It's driving down this Tesla stock price and trying to drive Elon out of business, Tesla out of business. People have decided that that is the way that it can be done. Expel Elon, talking about X, not using X, and protesting X, not just Tesla. Don't buy a swastika. Elon did not see this coming is a classic. That's what Elon said that himself as a joke, and now people are throwing it back in his face. And people doing their own protests like this, and a meme, no water for miles, please, somebody help me. And a Cybertruck comes along, and the guy says, no, I'm good. And this is somebody who's involved in the organizing of the protest, Valerie Costa. This person says the far left activist behind the so-called Tesla takedown, fueling a spree of vandalism nationwide, proudly admits her campaign draws inspiration from Luigi. And she labels Elon Musk DOGE initiatives as criminal, even though Trump won both the popular, and they go on to talk about the vote here, and Elon has replied to this with exclamation marks. So he is taking notice of this.
Tesla takedown. Yeah, there's a website called TSLA which is a website you can go to, get some background on the campaign. And it essentially is a map where anybody in the world can put an action up for targeting Tesla. And so I've been involved in that campaign, and in particular, planning actions in the Seattle area targeting Tesla.
In Tesla takedown, there's a spirit out there, which had already, as we saw with Luigi Mangione, there's a spirit which is very anti-corporate, very anti-billionaire, very anti-sort of elite. And Tesla takedown is also tapping into some of that spirit as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would say it's just what I've noticed being involved in organizing in the Seattle area for some time, especially after the election and the inauguration. People were like, what do? We don't want to just waste our energy protesting for the sake of protesting. And especially in Seattle, and I would say on the West Coast, I'm sure it's true of many places, we're really far from the center of power in government. And I think as it became clear that Elon Musk was taking on this outsized role at the federal level, totally, I would say, criminal role nationally, we're like, oh, wait, like we can target Elon here because his company, the source of the majority of his wealth, has numerous locations in the Seattle area, and ultimately money talks. And we've planned, whether it was troublemakers or partners that we've been working with over the last few weeks, have planned multiple actions at Tesla.
So that doesn't sound like there's inciting violence or anything like that, or encouraging it. It's just about the protest, but Elon obviously sees it different. And we're talking about Luigi there, just talking about the general vibe. There have been a lot of people online, hundreds of thousands of people who were commenting on that when it happened. So, but Elon Musk says Costa is committing crimes, as he tends to say. It talks in hyperbole and propaganda. Elon blaming Tesla protests on Soros and Axe Blue because of course he is. This post on Reddit says, and Elon says, an investigation has found 5 Axe Blue funded groups responsible for Tesla protests, troublemakers, disruption project, and a few others there. I don't know how he's doing this. He has been known to hire private investigators in the past for various things. I've heard that in podcasts. Investigative journalists had discovered that he does that from time to time. And this is one of his evangelicals, his promoters, stock promoters online, whole mask catalog. Omar says the Tesla takedown protests that aim to destroy Tesla in order to attack Musk are organized by Alex Winter, also known as Bill from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And Elon says, what a scumbag for organizing the protest. And this post, no, people just really dislike you, Elon. May Musk, his mom, says people who are damaging Tesla cars, stores, and charging stations are either paid for their criminal acts or believe the liberal media lies and should be tagged with I find artards. I'm beyond furious, she says. And Elon says it's organized by radical left activists. So that's obviously the line that he's taking here, and he has definitely noticed. And Alex Winter says the dumbass is such a hardwired Nazi. He just starts arbitrarily stringing random names of Jewish people together. Keep it going, Tesla takedown, he says. So not fazed by what Elon's saying. And Alex says again, hey Elon, it's not George Soros taking you down. It's all you, bud, saying that he's to blame. And Elon says, thanks to the cops, Chicago Police Department, protecting the Tesla dealership. Look how many they've got there. And Elon says, heartfelt thanks to everyone supporting Tesla despite many attacks against our stores and offices. So this is having an effect. The protest, he's definitely taking notice. It's becoming so big, and obviously it is affecting the stock price. Well, I think so. And it's been going down ever since he's been in Washington, as that headline says, in DOGE. Another video I've got coming up is about the problems he's been having in Washington with Marco Rubio. It even got into SNL this week. I'll be doing a video about that today. I'm doing 2 videos today, so have a look for that one. And let's get some comment from the community from past videos, recent. Sure, Tesla is down 45%, but we can do better. And you'll notice the number of likes on that, 568 at the time, and that was a few days ago. And this comment, Trump, Vance, and Elon have underestimated the power of the people. And Tesla is experiencing rapid, unscheduled disassembly, lol. So in reference to SpaceX, the second explosion that they've had in a row. And so that's what they call it, rapid, unscheduled disassembly. Is that what's happening to Tesla? And somebody says, just simply sold my shares, F Elon. And woke up this morning, saw Tesla shares have continued to fall. This was last week. And he blew up another rocket, another 100 million of taxpayer money blown into itty tiny pieces. So yes, taxpayer money going to Elon for SpaceX, a huge amount of money. People can see this. People can see the hundreds of millions of dollars going to SpaceX. And they aren't liking it when he's supposedly looking for efficiency and waste. So what do you think of all this? Do you support the protests and what's happening here? It does seem to be having an effect on Tesla, the company, and Tesla, the stock. Do you support it? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd just like your opinion about the whole thing. That would be good to see. Now on screen, I'm going to put a link to a related video here. Do go and see that now if you want to. And also a subscribe link on screen. And do subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Been a lot of subscribers and a lot of views lately, which is really great. So do join us. I'm making videos daily, more than one now I'm trying to make. And also the join button, join the community for priority reply to comments and early access to videos as well. And thanks to everybody for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.